Welcome back to The Legend of Heroes Trails through Daybreak, where tonight, or today for the episode, we just take a look around. We last episode did the quest that was available, and it doesn't seem to be much except maybe the free time activities. But I think I do them next episode, so we have this one completely free of important content, I hope. The shopping center here is always so busy at night. It has this unique atmosphere that I'm fond of. It seems these two were enjoying a movie together before they came here. I have to sip up some of my tastiest drinks to keep that conversation flowing for them.
Hello.
Shino's yellow.
Thank you.
No problem, Shino.
How about some pop?
I heard they're going to be playing Golden Blood Director's Cut again at the theater. I missed my opportunity to see it last time and I have been regretting it ever since. Now I have to see it. It's my duty as a movie buff. I was so worried that the director's cut was just going to vanish to thin air after it left the theater. I'm so glad to be proven wrong. So glad.
Hey there. What'll it be? See ya.
Nothing, thank you. Lai, what are you doing in a place like this? Don't get any funny idea, I'm not trying to do anything weird, I'm just on my way home from work. I work at that instrument store 3 times a week, plus I clean buildings and deliver newspaper to people. As a result, I know this area like the back of my hand these days. I've even seen you around here a couple times. Really? I never realized you were here so much. Wait, that's a lot of jobs to juggle, isn't that too much to handle? Well, my tuition and room and board aren't going to pay for themselves. I do what I have to. They call me the part-time pro for a reason, you know? And here I almost found myself respecting him a little for once. Turns out he's the same guy as ever. That's a lot of jobs you have, Lyle. At first I was almost impressed, but you're the same old Lyle as ever, it seems. Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
A droplet of paradise can intoxicate more.
The showing on screen 1 will soon begin.
I'm sure you don't need me to tell you how popular Wolf's Requiem is. We started screening that at night alongside the director's cut of Golden Blood, but the latter has an age restriction in place. Director Gotti wanted that version to be screened because, in his words, it leaves nothing on the table. Many moviegoers also expressed interest, so in the spirit of supporting Vegas films, he ultimately decided to show
Why
it.
not buy a souvenir to remember your visit?
He decided to once again screen Golden Blood Director's Cut. After receiving complaints about its content, we initially put it on hold.
Thank you for
However,
your
we believe in
visit.
freedom of expression, so it's back now. As the story goes, director Salvatore Gotti sought to make a more extreme than that one ultimately came out. However, after some persuasion from the film's distributor and UF Lancer's talent agency, he dialed it back for the original release.
Alrighty.
We can't take another movie.
We have
No.
merchandise for the movie on sale at the shop. Why not buy a souvenir to remember your visit?
How about some nice cold ice cream?
I was so fired up to take that popcorn seller head on. It looks like he's mostly got his eye on a movie theater and what they're playing. He got me all roughed up for nothing. Guess he's the type of guy who can cool off as quickly as he gets fired up. Although I can't complain too much when I'm clearly attracting more customers on him, so I'd still say I'm getting that last laugh. Our little competition might have turned out to be a whole lot of nothing, but putting that aside, it's actually not so bad selling out here at night.
Hello. Thanks for shopping. Well, I heard.
I interviewed Walter Huckberry earlier today. We did it at a pretty relaxed occasion, but I still tried to be careful with what I said. Still, was definitely a nicer guy than I was expecting. I've come away from that interview feeling like I can write a deep, insightful piece about him. Now I just need to put it all together. It's strange, I don't usually get so fired up when I'm doing an assignment like this. I better take that feeling and run with it. I've gotta get all my thoughts down, but they're still fresh in my mind. Shen looked pretty stressed earlier. I'm guessing the editors thrust some assignment on him that's outside his wheelhouse? In some ways he's the opposite of Marielle. He's always down on his luck, but it's like she's blessed with it. That said, it did sound like he had some sort of success. I hope a final article turns out great.
Good grief.
Did you know?
It's amazing we're broadcasting this year's EGC over the OrbitNet. We've got to nail the production and get every detail right. Right, we're going to make this the best EGC by a Selk, but it's going to take all of us working as a team to make it happen. I've got new lighting also ready to go on my end. But what are we going to do for the background music? We want to start with something nice and subdued, don't we? I've got an idea. What about that song that's been kind of popular lately? What was it called again? Oh, I know the one. You mean the one with a really nice melody? I remember a singer. I think his name was Jess Branson. Carol, is something wrong? No, nothing at all. Don't mind me. Of all the people, why'd it have to be him? Ah! I mean, I'm glad he's getting noticed, of course, but still. Your roommate. You have a crush on. Jess Branson, you said, right. That could work. I'll get in touch with his agency and see what they have to say. I know the president there. He's a regular of mine. I'll just ask him. Oh, they're doing it. They're really doing it. What do I do? I'm happy, but at the same time, what do I do? When it comes to heinous crimes in Calvert, they don't get much bigger than the whole devil-worshipping cult. They denied Edith's existence, and about a decade ago, they're going around and kidnapping kids. I was still just a little kid myself back then, and I remember them giving me the absolute creeps. Just thinking about them gives me chills all over again. The kind of chills a girl can't get enough of. When word got out about that whole cult, it sent shockwaves across the entire country. This book of mine really is the best. Just thinking about them gives me chills all over again. You do you, lady.
Please step on up.
Meow? Sure is fixated in the sky for some reason. Can't see anything myself, but who knows? Oh, you're here late. What can I serve you this evening? There's a family from El Saim that often comes to this cafe in the afternoon. They appear to have finally settled into the city at long last. They started telling me all sorts of things about their lives, such as Arama's educational outing, which is nice to hear. It seems to be quite a struggle for them to get acclimated to their new environment, but these days they sound much more relaxed. I'm relieved.
Welcome. Thank you for coming. We await your next visit.
My Vern company work has really been piling up lately. I'm worried about the company. The financial boost they get from reparations is bound to peter out soon. Oh well, nothing I can do about that. I just have to de-stress with some reading. I bought a book titled A Russian Credit Union's Bankruptcy, The Truth, but I think I'm in the mood for a novel. And what to buy? That sounds not like a kind of book you would read to de-stress, but maybe that's just me. Our Mrs. Educational Visitation sounds awesome and all, but I like working here too. You get to see all kinds of people doing fun and cool things. When I say all kinds, I mean all kinds. We get Aramis students, foreigners, musicians, a little of everything. That's why I can't bring myself to quit doing work like this. It doesn't hurt that Charles, the owner, has a personality that really invites everyone to just come in and be themselves too. Fambi today. Is it just me or have the other districts been calling in help more often lately? Because I swear my shoulders and back are killing me more than usual. Oh Karen, just how old are you? You're starting to sound like an old man going on like that. How about I give you a little massage, hmm? My ma tells me I've got the hands of an angel. That's okay, Nancy. You don't have to do all that. She's sure soothing to be around though. I can feel my muscles loosening up already just from talking to her. What's wrong? I got something on my face? No, you don't. It's nothing. Thanks for the offer. I feel a little more relaxed already. Well, let's get the show on the road. The city isn't going to patrol itself at night. We seem to be having some unsavory characters prowling around lately, but I've got them in my sight. Nothing escapes this officer's watch. You're far too serious all the time, Karen. Always so uptight. Always on high alert. How about I give you a shoulder rub, Ma and Pa say I'm a real natural at it. I guess it's time for me to start focusing my attention toward this year's Edith Girls collection. Basically, it's a fashion show that takes place on the night of a Revolution festival. Huge trendsetter when it comes to next year's styles. As someone who recruits new modeling talent for a living, I always keep a close eye on the people and fashion they exhibit at that show every year.
I see.
If you're looking for Albert, he just went home. I still don't know how he juggles his student council duties in this job here. I overheard him talk about the school outing he'll be doing. He sounded a little concerned about it. I'm guessing it's because of teenager things? Hang in there, kiddo. Your boss is in your corner. Albert's such a sweetheart. I cannot want him to succeed with whatever he's got going on. I hope he doesn't take his youth for granted. You never realize how precious those early years are until they're over.
Ah, welcome. I hope to see you again.
Bah, I've been held up with a press corps, so I haven't had any time to find leads on stories from other places. Oh, it's nothing I can fix by calling in a few favors. Maybe I'll try and strike a deal with one of those small-time news agencies. As soon as I offer to set them up with one of my contacts in Parliament, I'll have them eating from the palm of my hand.
This night's just getting started.
Huh? What the? He's already done going through all the flies and sales slips? Not only that, but he also took care of next month's ingredient list and tweaked the menus? Oh, and there's a note too. Get these back to Miss Mao. Also apologize to her for getting carried away while you at it. Ah, he sounds so mad. No, he's so freaking capable anyway. Oh, I'm sorry for all the yelling. I should get back to work. I just don't understand how Kawahan is that talented. I'm half convinced he isn't even human.
What'll you have today? Thanks for coming.
So he might be one of us Jiangshu? Hey, Aaron. Please take your time while you're here, relax and enjoy. Ha! Kuming got guts bossing Kawan around like that. She's completely clueless about our true line of business, and personally, I'd like to keep it that way. Things are heating up behind the scenes, so if I want her to stay out of harm's way, I'll have to redouble my efforts. I better link up with Zhao, so we can start investigating the situation. Hey, been keeping busy with those patrols? About as busy as you've been with that drinking, it seems. I thought you would have made a beeline for the Blacklight District or something. You know me too damn well at this point. Yeah, I'd be down there right now if it went for what Zhao and the rest said earlier. We're finally about to close in on A after all this time, the bastards. Once we know what their endgame is, all we have to do is move in and crush them. Hey now, don't get too ahead of yourself, alright? Once they know something, I'm sure they'll be in touch. I know we don't have the most fun job in the meantime, but it is what it is. You got that right. Don't get me wrong, Chief. I know trying to rush things is just asking for trouble. I can be hot-headed, but I'm not an idiot. Think I'm gonna order some food too. Make sure I'm in charge when it's time for us to go in and kick Ace and the garden's asses. What do you say? Any way I can get you to treat your lackey to a little something extra? Promise I won't call you an old man for 5 minutes. Sorry, punk, I ain't made of money. You'll have to pay for whatever you want on your own mirror. Today has been a hell of a crazy day, but at least you got enough out of it to make all this bullshit worth it. Think I'm gonna order some food. Make sure I'm really recharged for whatever's coming up next. I heard they cast an Easter named Nina Fenley as Sheena Dirk in that upcoming Gloria movie. Did the director sleep for history class or something? Sheena Dirk was white! You can't favor diversity over historical accuracy, it's just plain wrong. Plus, if they want to cast an Easterner, General Atkinson was right there. He was mixed race. Oh, for ages' sake, why must they show that Salvatore Gotti travesty again after all this time? They already suspended it once. Did they suddenly decide to value because it was the runner-up for Best Direction? Ridiculous. Utterly and completely ridiculous. How could this theater have fallen so low?
Let's do this.
Guess it's time for me to leave.
The bicycle can come in useful when it comes to maintaining public order, at least. Not denying that they're good at their job, but all the glitz and pomp rubs me the wrong way. Feels like a popularity contest half the time. While keeping citizens safe is what police's job in the first place. We shouldn't be relying on the bracers to do our job for us. I give my best performance today. I prove to everyone we don't need those pretentious bracers' help.
Well...
You do you. Hey James, what are we doing in a place like this? Of course I don't do one of your instructors. None of your business. It's fine if you're just on your way back from shopping, but it's starting to get late. I've been worried about you. Get the impression that you had a hard time fitting in at school. Why are you even bringing that up? That's old news. Forget it, I'm going home, not in the mood for an annoying lecture right now. You look like you've got something weighing on your mind as well. It's my job as a teacher to listen to you. Why is everyone so annoying? Sasha especially. Just leave me alone.
Perfect driver too. Now then.
I'm so tired. The store's packed and Mina's not listening to me. It's like I've been going in circles all day today. No one mentioned being a stay-at-home mom would be this hard. I love going for walks. Toodaloo, toodaloo. Walking there, walking with me.
See the movie. Fans are raving about. Get the brilliantly bitter taste.
Oh
of
my, is it
golden
that late
blood.
already? I should get going home. Well, perhaps I stop by the department store first. I'm in the mood to cook for myself for a change. If I can finally have an apartment of my own, I try to make the most of those mundane parts of life. Some carelessness is fine here and there, but it's like she's forgotten why she's actually here. The apartment purchase here in Edith was done with the express purpose of making her work as representative easier. You know, I got in touch with an old friend of mine from the Basel Institute of Science for the first time in a while. Sounds like things are a bit of a mess over there right now. They haven't even decided when Cypher will be available to the general public. Our Vern partnership was crucial to the store's success, so I'd like to get a sales plan going ASAP. Both Ela and I studied at the Basel Institute of Science, you see. We have a lot of connections from back then, and they helped us a lot. Our Vern partnership was crucial for the store's success, so I'd like to get the sales plan going ASAP for the new civilian Cyphers.
Need help with something? Thanks for being such a good customer.
Was the man that was coming by really the department store's manager? I heard Ela and Carlo talking about it the other day, but I'm not sure. I go there all the time, I should have noticed sooner. Did I exhaust all my brain cells cramming info about orbital devices? Did I run out of space in my brain?
What'll you have today? Thanks for coming.
The person I look up to the most has to be Professor Hamilton. She's one of Epstein's 3 disciples. She's simply extraordinary. She kept an eye out for me when she could, back when I was studying the Institute of Science. I always get the impression that she sees things differently than we do. Now that she's resigned as a Verne advisor, she's gotten involved with geological research to aid the eastern parts of Zemuria. Her demeanor was always majestic and something all of my peers looked up to. Since we're both from the Central East, I felt some sort of kinship with her. I wanted to travel with her to the east, but she turned me down. The most I could do to aid her was make a donation toward her research. The funds came from the earning from my startup, of course. She's quite old at this point, but I hope she's been doing well.
Do you have any preferences? Thanks for coming in.
That's nice.
Hey Arkwright, I owe you one for your help today. Got a bunch of our acts in a row now, so we won't be stepping around too many eggshells from here on. Maybe it's wishful thinking, but if this was a push that could help us get Almata under control, that would be great. You're laying it on so thick I don't even want to think of a witty comeback. We helped out with all these punks that have been moving recently. As far as I'm concerned, the rest ain't my job. Ouch, that's cold. But that's alright. Figures you're looking out for your folks instead. The CID is all over this mess. Thankfully, that in and of itself might be enough of a deterrent to keep things quiet around town. But there aren't as many eyes keeping careful watch on more rural areas. Take care on that work trip you got next week. How the hell do you already know that? Elaine's working right now, by the way. I feel like she's been working too hard lately. She's a hard worker, sure, but I wish she'd learn to take it easy from time to time. She definitely needs her free time. You should invite her over for a movie or two. Did I cross a line there? Sorry. Can't tell just by looking at you, but it's a touchy subject. You all gotta cut it out. Elaine's probably tired of this shit too. I just saw 3 of our people off a little bit ago. They're off on a work trip. But they mentioned they'd have dinner out, so I might be able to join them somewhere. Hopefully things will stay uneventful, but take care of yourself. Hey Fee. Hey Van, don't see you around often. I only swing by every now and then to check up on things. Guess Elaine's not around? I see Zin's back. You don't need to be coy, you know. I know you and Elaine have something going on, but I didn't know you and Zin didn't get along. I always found him easy to be around. I mean, he is, but he's nosy. Even if I try to stay distant, it's like he sees right through me. Well, I guess he also reminds me of someone I used to know. Huh? Zin really likes you, though. You two went to the Blacklight District earlier today, yeah? He was talking about asking you for help again later. That big-mouthed idiot. At least Elaine and Sarah are easier on the eye than he is. The better-looking A-rank bracers. Now that you mentioned it, you know Sarah and Towal, yeah? And when did you meet them? Operation Jormungand, or was it for the Northern War? Yeah, I'll sniff around for that infiltration route from here to in Calvert. Towal's pretty easy to get along with. He's flawed, but he knows his business and makes sure to stick with it. Make negotiations real easy. I got my own fair share of flaws too. Are you interested in meeting the Divine Blade of Wind or the Lieutenant General of the Royal Army of Libel? I'm sure they're both really impressive, but I'm gonna pass on that one. There's a lot going on in here. I'm busier than I was back in Erebonia. Got 3 more reports to write for Hazel. Wanna help? I'm not even from the guild. Man, you're lazy. Yeah, got me.
It's so convenient nowadays.
Damn it, I was heading to my senior's wedding today and then I just had to get on the wrong bus. I'm not gonna make it. I even got him a present and everything. No need for tears, brother. I ain't over till the fat lady sings, yeah? But it's getting late. Hey, listen close, brother. It's a thought that counts. That's why I'm on the business of taking your thoughts from A to B. I'm sure you prepared a wonderful gift for that senior of yours. No shame in that, is there? Only one thing to do, brother, and you already know what it is. You're right, being late is already lame enough, but I can't flake out completely. I have to at least give him his gift. Please, take me to the party. 8 years are pathetic, but it would be even worse if I just gave up here. Even if I don't make it in time for the party, I can still give him his wedding present. Hey, no one can blame a brother for shedding tears in the name of another soul. Hey, don't stress so much, brother. Sure, you ain't get there on time, but you haven't missed your chance yet. Giordano knows these streets like the back of his hand. They'll make sure to take you there.
Visiting the Weston department store.
Nice to meet you. My name is Milty. I start working in the department store next week. I stopped by to finish making some arrangements. Well, what was the plan anyway? Looks like the boss is busy right now. Might have to do some window shopping to kill time. Congratulations, you are our 1000th customer this month. Here's your gift certificate. We are doing a special offer at the moment. Really? Yay! My editor loved my father's report too. One lucky thing after another. At this rate, I might even be able to find Dingo. Luck just finds you everywhere.
Thank you for visiting the Weston department
Dingo really
store.
helped me out with the whole Fabot situation. Wanted to tell him how impressed my editor was with the report.
A wide variety of fine goods for sale.
Did Marguerite go home already?
We hope you
Yeah, I was
enjoy
hoping to
shopping
ask her
with
for
us.
some more hot tips on finding a hot man with an even hotter bank account. Oh well, I see her here at the department store all the time, so it's not like I can't ask her next time. Ilan didn't realize that Administrator Wesley was, well, the administrator for the store right across the street. Wesley's a great administrator, sure, but he could work a little on his people skills.
Thank you for visiting the
But I
Weston
digress.
department
Taking
store.
advantage of the unused rooftop area was a great idea. Even I didn't know about it.
A wide variety
I've
of
worked here for 30 years. 30!
We hope you enjoy shopping with us.
By the way, Van, ever thought about investing in a business? To be specific, my business? You've been taking a lot of requests. You gotta be loaded, right? What do you say to pumping a little cash into my business? As if, not with all the part-timers I got.
Thank you for visiting the
Everyone but
Weston
Agnes
department
has
store.
rent to pay, and that ain't cheap. Gotta make them all a livable
Our
wage.
stores have a wide variety of fine goods
Look
for
at you
sale.
acting like a boss.
We
You could
hope you
almost
enjoy
pass as a proper
shopping with us.
business. Shut it. But speaking of dough, shouldn't you be the one that's rolling in it with that recent promotion you got? Oh no, not at all. I owe this pharmacy so much for all they've done for me. I asked them to keep my salary the same, in fact. But once I get my business up and running, then all the Mira will come rolling in. You made the right choice quitting martial arts, but shrewd business style suits you better. What a fun day. It's not every day I get to see you behave like a proper boss, you know? And do think of a business proposal I mentioned. Got a 10% return on investment. You're sure a sly little shit.
Does anything catch your eye? I hope I see you again.
Sure, sure. Fancy seeing you here, Spriggan. Right back at you. You looking for weapons today? Or are you looking at the buyers instead? I frequented this shop for my gun maintenance and customizations as the old owner was still in charge. Possession of firearms is permitted under Republic law for the purpose of self-defense. Though you need a license to be a gun owner, of course. Not that you even use one. And speaking of, what are you doing here, Spriggan? Just looking for custom parts, something that'll fit a self-defense baton. Gotta shell out for my assistance, you know? Even if the costs are starting to pile up. You're shameless, you know that? Do you have any idea what kind of authority I hold? Forget it. Let's put the fact that you're dragging a bunch of civvies around with you on the back burner for the moment. You should at least put some thought into upgrading your equipment. Trouble could strike at any moment. It's dangerous to be unprepared. Yeah, don't need you to tell me to be careful. Well, aren't you a softie? Knew there was a nice side to you. What's that smirk for? For your information,
We hope you enjoy shopping with us.
Hey honey, what's wrong? Oh, I'm already done for the day. I just stopped by one of the stores in front of the station. I'll be back home soon, don't worry. I'll even stop by for one of Gigi's favorite cupcakes on the way. No? Maybe a bagel then? Yeah, love you. See you later. What, you got a problem? Nope, not at all. But your wife, I'm guessing? Didn't know you had a daughter either. Look at you playing with family, man. Watch it, Spring. Stay far, far away from my personal life. If you're looking for a gift, I can vouch for the new cheesecake they got in stock downstairs, just saying. Nice and sweet, lemon flavor too. Guarantee the kiddo's gonna love them. Cheesecake, now that's an idea. Not all that's asking for your opinion. You start straightening up one day when you have a family. With one on the line, you don't just get to do whatever you want. But I'm going to give it to you. The cheesecake might be a good idea to cheer Kiki up. Even the SID top dogs go all soft for that family, huh? What do you need? I'm adjusting Mr. Daswani's gun right now. If you need something, spit it. He's really picky. Stuck on the same gun model since he joined the force. And he's very careful with maintenance. Honestly, you can gauge a lot about someone from how they care for their weapons.
What's it gonna be? You better take good care of it.
Thank you for visiting the
I'm getting
Weston
everything I
Department
need for my next work trip. I need to make sure I got everything so I'm not stressing out when I'm there. Let's see, a cushion, some travel-sized toiletries. How about a book? Oh, I could take something I don't usually read. It'll just add to the whole new experience. That reminds me, Administrator Wesley recently put some new plans of his into effect. I'm slow on the uptake where fashion's not concerned, so I only found out recently. It's nice seeing the store as a whole keep up with the times. I trust Administrator Wesley's judgment in this situation, and perhaps I should follow his lead.
Thank you for visiting the Weston Department Store. Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods for sale.
This is a promising opportunity. I gotta focus. Can't afford to waste any time. I can do this. Was it Mr. Powell we saw earlier? Maybe he's doing a night patrol. It would be so awkward if he saw us. What's that teacher up to? Probably shouldn't stick my nose in. I've been workshopping a plan to put in place so we can compete with Orbital Cafe Iota. I can't back down now, not this far in. I laid it on a little thick, but I don't think he caught on. It's a little disappointing that he didn't. Still, I'm glad I had a look. It was quite eye-opening. It showed me just how close-minded I've been and where the Orbital Cafe's true strengths lie. It's given me a lot to think about. It wasn't a lack of innovation, but rather my blind spots. The roofstop's been our biggest missed opportunity.
Well...
We started with all the major renovations for the space, so it should be ready relatively soon. I plan on figuring out the most effective way to make use of it, so we can rival Iota. The success of it will put all my managerial skills and years of experience to the test.
Our stores have a wide variety of fine goods for sale.
So this will be in here.
We hope you enjoy shopping with us.
Taking off now.
Hey, next act's still getting ready. You mind waiting outside? I go do a sound check with them when I'm done here.
Hey there. What'll it be? See ya.
Sure, you too.
Well,
So,
Well, if it isn't Van.
Van, darling, a little boy let me know you were in the 30th district today. That's a fast little body then, but yeah, the removal decided I'd play as his errand boy today. And there's gonna be pure chaos with people like that running around. Trust me, I know, I'm expecting all my sources to go wild with them in the mix. The streets have already been going crazy considering all the recent developments. I hear a certain unsavory group might be on the prowl right now. Do try to be careful, please. Yeah, thanks for the heads up. If you already know we're heading out, you can just say so. Just hoping to see Agnes and the rest sometime soon. Don't be strangers here. A has been quite busy since the year started, don't you think? The streets are buzzing with gossip. Word is a certain unsavory group is making moves right now. Do try to be careful, yeah?
Time to make this a night to remember. Aw, you're leaving already?
Yup. It's surprising seeing you here, Natalie. Yeah, I thought you gave up on being an idol. What are you doing here? You haven't changed a bit, Sailor. Pretty as a rose and about as thorny as one. Think you'll ever back a boyfriend with an attitude like that? Just hurry up and tell us what you want. Unlike you, we don't have all that much time to waste. Alright, I cut you part-time or some slack, since the idol life is already hell enough. I'll be straight here. You need to become a singer, Sailor. Direct order from the higher-ups. But you and I can go back to being a duo act. What? That's not possible. Sailor and I already duo. We're with you. And we're all really happy for you, new kid. Sailor, you get what this means, don't you? It was a little suspicious that they'd approve Lulua's debut just like that. Did they have no faith in us from the start? Oh, and get this. He got all pissy at me because I didn't fit into the stupid jeans he bought me. Can you believe that? That was such a jerk move. At this point, I'm just glad we didn't last. Wouldn't want to be stuck with someone so shallow. Oh jeez, that's just awful. Dude sounds like he has some real issues he needs to work through. There's nothing you could have done. Right? You get it. And you're a guy too. You hear that, Johnny? It's all your fault, you jerk. There we go. Let it all out, Selma. I don't mind. You're really inspiring, you know. Inspiring me? You have the wrong idea. I don't think I do. Even though it sucked, you took it in stride and turned everything around for the better. You're fit and so much happier. Not everyone can go ahead and make the most out of a bad situation. Really just goes to show how strong we really are. No, I'm not that cool. You're making me blush. Lodi's such a good listener. He's the best, most considerate drinking buddy I've ever had. Guys should be taking notes from him. He should be taking notes. I love talking with Selma. We can go on and on, and before I notice it's been hours. It's a sign of a great friendship in the making.
Oh, good stuff right here. The very best.
You plan on staying here all night? I'm gonna close up shop soon. But there's still so much I haven't talked about. You can't just leave me hanging here. I got no idea what you're on about. You're a strange, strange girl. There's still so much I can do. You can't just go home now. Welcome. Grab yourself a taco or two before we close for the night. The sun's sure setting quick these days. The days get shorter and my part-timer swans get longer. I do worry about her getting back after dark though. Maybe I'll walk her part way home after we finish cleaning up. Speaking of which, there's a regular of mine who's an idol. Comes over for a taco fix every day. Didn't see her around today though. Wonder if something happened.
Take as long as you need. I'll be waiting for you.
Yummy.
For bracers. I can't believe all three of us are heading out on the same day and Grace finally starting his journey from branch to branch. Sure takes me back to doing the same when we are still junior bracers. Yeah, it's a hard task getting a recommendation letter from every branch, but it's good work before becoming a senior bracer. Not just that, it's the best way for all bracers to acquire their most useful tool on the job. What tool? Spoiler alert, but it's a cultural understanding. The Republic's full of folks from all cultures and backgrounds. You won't be a good bracer if you don't learn how to approach them all. Oh, that's why. Here I'll be assigned to a branch steeped in Central Eastern culture. Give it your best out there. It's a tough road ahead, but I know you can pull it off. Best of luck out there, man. Can't look after you since we're going in opposite directions, but I have a feeling I won't need to. You got this. Thanks to the both of you. Safe travels and I hope you enjoy your drinks. Speaking of, I still can't believe you're not even slightly drunk, Regina. Is it really that weird? I've only had a few drinks so far. I don't throw them back as recklessly as you do. Talk about lack of restraint. It's not long before you're a blubbering, drunken mess. I still remember when we got promoted to senior bracers. You got so drunk that you told Elaine that... Hey, no need to bring that back up, yeah? You don't have to throw that back in my face. You all seem like such good friends. I'm a little anxious, but I know they have big expectations for me. I'm going to do my best out there so that they can be proud of me. What do you want? You're not getting a free drink out of me, you know? Wasn't gunning for one, just checking in on you, making sure you're not totally wasted. I hate to admit it, but you're probably not far off. Listen, man, try not to make a mess of Edith while we're away, got it? Don't worry, I'll be leaving myself soon. I heard they had quite the joyride out there. I should have told them to go easy on the gas. It's all fun and games until the cops show up. But oh well, ain't gonna go rain on the parade. Let them whip, I say.
What'll it be? Come again.
I was at the edge of my seat that whole race. I get how you feel now, Downey. I need to catch up. Be pulling off tricks like that one day. I just gotta keep practicing. I can't just sit on the silence after seeing a white lace like that. Damn it, gotta get my sweet ride back in business so we can get back on the road. I'd kinda pegged the high bloods as simple assholes, but they ended up surprising me. Infuriating as it is, races with them were always real blood pumping. I'd welcome them back to challenge us again and Edith any time. Losing such a bummer, but it's not all bad. I got to get loose and drive my heart out. Oh, that felt so good. My little baby's the best car in town. I'm so glad to see Sister Bellicier's doing well. Even though we're both of Central Eastern heritage, we were raised in different countries and cultures. That thankfully has never come between us. I feel like we truly understand each other. I wish her the best in tending her duties in Krail. The abundance of resources in the Principality of Yasaim has made it the economic powerhouse governing the Central East. The role it plays is pivotal, both its status as a diplomatic powerhouse and its flourishing initiatives regarding the Desert Force Station. But we must not forget about Valis, it having become a wealthy city-state through maritime trading. We must say that tensions have arisen between nations, mostly attributed to certain groups. Things are changing in the Central East, it would do us well to pay attention.
Taking off now. Let's see what we've got.
I see, another special class you'd say, and with a guest teacher this time. Yes, exactly, I was trying to figure out how we can make history class more interesting. I thought that perhaps if I had a teacher I knew and got along with, they would be more curious to learn. No, I think that's a wonderful idea, Maria. I can always trust you to keep their best interests in mind. Such a lesson plan would likely require a fair bit of work, but I trust you can handle it. Best of luck, sister. I will, thank you so much, Father. Thank heavens, I was worrying all for nothing. However, seeing how kind Father Nikolai did strike me a little odd. It felt as if he had other motives. Very mysterious he is. Sister Mira is a wonderful teacher, truly. Your care for her students is immediately evident. I'm certain that your class will teach her much. I look forward to watching her. I come home after my first day of work and Zoa just brushes me off. Fine then. If she doesn't want to talk to her husband, I don't want to talk to my wife. Maybe I'll just take the damned living room for myself, see what she thinks of that. Curtis barely shows his face around here these days. Kid wants to blow me off. I give him a cold shoulder too. No, he doesn't want to blow you off, he wants to blow off his mother, who is putting such pressure on him. I wish that sad sack in my living room would get up and move. Who does he take himself for? He only has himself to blame for his demotion. No sob story will change his fortunes. He's so content to just drift in the doldrums of mediocrity. Then why should I placate him? He should make himself useful and leave. And the sun is gone. Yeah, as I said. Now, Anya, you've got a good head on your shoulders and a neck for muff like nobody I've ever seen. So tell you what, how about you help with my article for next year's economic outlook? Exciting, huh? No, wait, just say, that's your job. You shouldn't need a little kid to help you write your paper. Do it yourself, why don't you? The night, oh, the humanity. Man, you never change, do you? Anya's got a bright future ahead of her. I want to give her some experience handling this sort of thing, but maybe it's too early. There'll be another time.
Alrighty.
Otak has a ton of stories to tell. He's kinda like a grandpa. But then he's a president of a big investment company too. He's kinda weird like that.
Welcome. Thanks for stopping by.
Rebecca's been talking about trying to get over her anxiety. Maybe this is the year she finally gets some fresh air? The thing, it's been 10 years since she went outside. I can barely remember it. I really worry for her sometimes. It's just that anxiety makes it hard for her to interact with people. That's a big thing. I just don't know what to do. I don't want to coddle her too much, but all the same, she really can't carry on like this. Maybe I'm just getting too worked up about it myself. Oh wait, I almost forgot that new Kitty engine update dropped today. I'd better get that installed. It has a secret mode you can toggle and lets you do some really nifty stuff.
Do you know what you want? I hope to see you again. Do you know? I hope to see you again.
Whenever something gets me curious, I can look it up on the OrbleNet. It's so ridiculously useful. I've got tons and tons of papers and articles all at my fingertips. But the net doesn't cover everything. Some topics come up that I just can't find any dirt on. There's one article I wish I could learn more about. If only I could ask the author.
Need something fixed? Come again, if you want.
I can barely stand being at home anymore, so I slipped out. What's so important about a stupid exam? It doesn't prove anything. Hell, why am I trying so hard to get into Aramis anyway?
How is it this late? Oh, why hello.
Sheena and Harry have been going to the grocery store all by themselves lately. That kind of reminds me of Mom and Dad. I wonder if they'd buy some candy too. Carrots, potatoes, artichoke, what else was there? Can you hold more for me, Harry? I was gonna buy some milk and a baguette for breakfast. Hey, come on, Mark, let's go. What are you doing over there? Dinner soon. We're gonna leave you behind if you don't catch up. I've been living with Sheena's family for about a month now. It's so fun being able to play with her every day. We got to do the shopping on the way home too. She's got a real good memory. She always remembers what we need to get after we're done playing. Harry and I've been getting the groceries together recently. He's really strong, so he carries most of the bags. I'm kinda jealous. But I make up for it in smarts. He always forgets what to buy at the store, so I've got that on him. What's Eddie's gone and got himself into now? I heard he was in some kind of incident. How much does he want to make his poor mom worry? I just wish he'd come back home and talk to me for once in his life. Why now he wouldn't listen to a damn thing I have to say.
Looking is always free, you know. Come back for more anytime.
Wait, what? Why me? You don't want someone else to draw the jacket cover? Yeah, I want it to be you. It has to be. Look, I get I do a lot of back in school. It would be fun to do some promo art like that, but... Jess? Man, it bugs me when he goes all quiet out of nowhere. Just can't tell what he's thinking. This could make or break his new record. It's a real big deal. Am I really the right guy for the job? Give me some time to think it over. I don't know what to say. Alright. I just don't see anyone else being fit for the job. Stubborn as ever, he never changes.
This feels relaxing.
I went to catch a movie for the first time in a while. My goodness, it shook me to my core. My heart's still racing. I've worked up an appetite even. Steak sounds quite nice to me. Oh no, an evil wolf. Little pig, let me come in. No, not with a hair on my chin, said the little piggy. When I huff and I puff and I blow your storehouse down, grrr. Mommy's a really scary wolf. Watch out, Yumi, I'm gonna eat you. No, don't eat me. Just go back to reading more story, please. Man, she just does it all. Diva, more like divine. She can read me a bedtime story anytime. Wolves don't scare me. If I find any, I whoop their butts. Ha, you're pretty spunky, ain't you? Don't let me down. Oh, good to see you, Van. Can't you join Yumi for some playtime? I'm sure she'd be delighted. I'm good. Kid'll have me here all night. I got work to do.
What'll it be, hun? See you again.
You too, Paulette. That Victor's a whiny old coot. Ain't even broke 60, and he's belly aching out his bag of a little knee. And the youngsters these days are all so lazy. It's all cars and trains and public transportation for them. Back in my day, we walked and we liked it. Was good exercise, didn't need no road or subway line to get where you wanted. Oh, sure, let me just walk to Vantail from here. Not impractical at all when a car can get me there in minutes. Your kids and your cars, a bunch of softy drivel turning your legs so much. You keep driving everywhere and the kids will be able to outrun you. Really killing me tonight. You're back again? You really ought to take a break. It isn't bad. Oh, damn, I hate this aging thing. Pull yourself together, Victor. Long as Yumi's still small enough to fit in my arms, I gotta keep this bistro going. Well, with an attitude like that, he's set for life. Nights are getting colder, that's probably what it is. Makes my back act up. But I can sleep when I'm dead. Gotta care for Yumi until she can take care of herself. You sure you got that much left in the tank?
Pick something already. Be seeing ya.
Alright, but I would end the episode here, and we look into the events tomorrow, or next time rather, and then, yeah, start the new day. Probably means the journey to Basel. Good. Until next time, I'm Mace, and don't get lost.